In a world where schools teach algebra and Shakespeare but skip financial education, one book has stood out for over 2 decades. The book is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. First published in 1997 in the United States, this book has sold over 40 million copies worldwide and has been translated into dozens of languages. But what makes Rich Dad, Poor Dad so powerful? Why do so many people say this book changed the way I think about money? In this video, we will go through the background of the book, the life of the author, and the life-changing financial lessons taught through the contrasting wisdom of two dads, one rich, one poor. So let's begin with the background of the author. A brief background of the author. Robert T. Kiyosaki was born in Hilo, Hawaii in 1947. He served as a Marine pilot during the Vietnam War and later worked in sales for Xerox Corporation. But it was not until the 1980s that he began building businesses and exploring financial education. Kiyosaki was frustrated. He saw how people worked hard all their lives yet remained poor or middle class. Why? Because they were never taught how money really works. In 1997, he self-published Rich Dad, Poor Dad, a book based on his personal life, comparing the comparing the advice of his highly educated salaried father, the poor dad, with that of his friend's father, the rich dad, who was wealthy, self-educated, and financially free. Kiyosaki's core belief is this: the lack of financial education is the real reason people struggle with money. Now, now let's understand the two father figures in the book. Poor dad was Kiyosaki's biological father. He was well educated, had a PhD, worked in the education system. He believed in job security, working for a paycheck and climbing the corporate ladder. He would say things like go to school, get good grades and find a safe, secure job. Rich Dad was the father of Kiyosaki's best friend. He had little formal education but a deep understanding of money and business. He believed in owning businesses, investing, and creating passive income. He taught young Robert, the rich don't work for money, they make money work for them. This contrast between the two dads sets the foundation for the rest of the book. Later in this book, Robert Kiyosaki described the importance of financial education. One of the first and most important lesson is the poor and the middle class work for money. The rich make money work for them. Kiyosaki explains that financial education, understanding money, assets, liabilities, investing is more important than simply earning a high income. A high salary does not guarantee financial freedom. People often spend more as they earn more. This is called the rat race. The real solution: learning how money works and then using that knowledge to make smart decisions. In the following chapter, Robert Kiyosaki described assets versus liabilities. This is one of the core concepts of the book, and it's so simple yet so misunderstood. The rich buy assets, the poor and middle class buy liabilities they think are assets. So, what's an asset? An asset is something that puts money in your pocket, like rental property, dividends, royalties, or a profitable business. A liability takes money out of your pocket, like a mortgage, car loan, or even a big house that generates no income. Kioski says stop buying liabilities, start buying assets. This one idea can completely change your financial future. Robert Kiyosaki advises that don't work for money. Most people are trained to get a job and earn a salary, but Kiyosaki challenges this mindset. He says the moment you make passive income and portfolio income a part of your life will change. Instead of working for money, learn how to invest and build systems that generate income even while you sleep. This could be through real estate investing, starting a business, stock dividends, intellectual property, books, courses, music, etc. In the next chapter, Robert Kiyosaki explains the power of entrepreneurship. Rich Dad believed in the power of owning a business. Jobs are limited by time. You exchange hours for money, but a business, it can scale. Rich people don't fear failure, they take risks, they learn from mistakes, and they build systems. Poor Dad feared taking risks, he valued job security. Kioski encourages readers to embrace financial courage and start thinking like an owner, not just an employee. In the seventh chapter of the book, Robert Kiyosaki explains a concept of mind your own business. One of the biggest lessons in the book is mind your own business. This does not mean avoid people, it means start building your own assets, your own income sources, your own wealth. If you work at a job that is fine, but don't forget to invest in yourself, save, learn about investing, and grow your net worth. Start small, even buying a small income generating asset is a good first step. The fear and greed trap. Many people never invest because of fear of losing money, fear of failing, fear of not knowing enough. Others are trapped by greed. They overspend trying to look rich rather than becoming rich. Kioski says learn to control your emotions. Don't let fear stop you or greed ruin you. Become financially intelligent and you will be able to make Smart choices in all market conditions. Why schools fail us? The traditional education system teaches us how to become good employees, not wealth builders. We learn math, science, and literature, but not how to manage credit cards, invest in stocks, or build wealth. Kiyosaki argues that it's our personal responsibility to educate ourselves financially. Start reading books, watching videos, and learning from people who have done what you want to do. So, what are the final lessons and action steps? Let's recap the major lessons of Rich Dad Poor Dad. Number one is the rich don't work for money, they make money work for them. Number two, buy assets, not liabilities. Number three, mind your own business, start building income generating assets. Number four, overcome fear and laziness. Don't let excuse control your future. And number five, learn financial literacy. Study money, investing, and wealth. Action steps for you. Number one, track your expenses. Are you buying assets or liabilities? Number two, invest time in learning. Read, watch, and listen to financial content. Number three, take small risks. Start investing even with small amounts. Number four, build multiple income streams over time. Rich Dad Poor Dad is not a technical finance book, it's a mindset book. It would not tell you which stock to buy, but it will teach you how to think like an investor. If you take its lessons seriously, they can transform your financial future. Thanks for watching. If you found this summary helpful, consider subscribing to the channel for more videos on personal finance, investing, and success. And let me know in the comments, are you thinking like Rich Dad or Poor Dad?